awesome time!
Yeah, buddy!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our bonus podcast that we like to call More Awesome because...
It is more awesome, is it?
Well, it's just more of awesome. We should call it More of Awesome, but that just doesn't seem to...
More of that's awesome.
That just doesn't have the same ring.
No, it doesn't. This is more awesome is more awesome.
More awesome is more awesome than more of awesome. More of that's awesome. We hope
What's
you.
What's going on, pal?
We had a great That's Awesome with Brad Mall this week. Our podcast that comes out on Wednesdays, which I hope you guys all listen to. It was intense.
Yeah, it was intense. It was a great podcast. He actually texted me and said, "Man, what a great time he had," and he was very complimentary on us, which was nice of him.
I'll take a compliment.
Yeah, we'll take a compliment. We're learning how to interview people a little bit now. After 100, I think we figured something out. But it was great to have him on the show, man. I didn't think it would be what it turned out to be. It was amazing.
You didn't expect to bawl like a baby?
Hey, boo-hoo.
No, that was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
So yeah, how's your week going?
Good, man.
Yeah.
We're working. It's all good.
Right.
Well, you and I are working.
Well, we are. I know, and we're lucky to have something to do for sure.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, talking about the show this week, you and Sam had I think it aired on Monday when you guys had a little, but you said she and the kids have to stay away because Cyrus is getting out of jail, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, I know people get frustrated, but it is true. It's, you got Cyrus who's getting out of jail. Cyrus is, decapitated numerous people.
More than one.
Numerous people. Oh yeah, numerous people. And he goes after people's families. He's known to go after people's families. So, and then you bungled the whole thing with Dolores.
Sorry.
So, right now for safety reasons, yeah, it's probably the better thing to do to keep Sam and the kids safe.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I just want to read you a little bit of news that came out this week that might give you some hope.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay. After 13 years of social distancing, giant pandas finally mate during peaceful COVID-19 zoo closures. Conservationists are rejoicing over a newly reported silver lining to the COVID-19 shutdowns. After 13 years of playing hard to get, these two giant pandas have finally mated. Although Li and Ying Ying have been roommates at the Ocean Park Zoo in Hong Kong since 2007, the two pandas have never felt compelled to answer the call of the wild, even though their resulting reproduction would help to save the vulnerable species.
That's amazing.
So if Li and Ying Ying can finally get intimate, I have hope for you and Sam.
Well, I have hope too because we had a Russian 5-year spell, so this won't be nearly as long, hopefully.
And they have never, as they say, answered the call of the wild. But this is interesting.
I like that. I like that term though.
Female giant pandas, they have a mating season of just 24 to 72 hours of fertility per year.
What the?
Ooh, that's not good for the guy panda.
And
at all.
The bears reportedly have a notoriously non-existent libido. I love how
that's not good either.
I love how the bears reportedly have
yeah, like they don't know.
What the?
That's the thing, dude. That's the other drawback. If you and Sam have happy fun time, you might have to have another baby on the show.
Oh no more babies, dude. No more kids.
Well, that is the general. Sometimes the expected result of that.
Yes, I know.
That's
but
how
I will
that's
volunteer.
that's
I will
how that
volunteer
works.
For a vasectomy storyline. Can I volunteer for storylines? Is that be one?
Who's the Who's the GH urologist?
I don't know. Bring back Tony Jones. I'm sure he can figure it out.
That would be an amazing storyline, though. Like
Brad Ball.
Well, no, just I would love more. Sonny and Jason go to visit the urology department at GH to talk about having vasectomies. I think that's a great storyline.
I think it's very timely right now, especially in a quarantine.
Also, so Cyrus being released in Port Charles, what are all these pictures of people getting beat up? TJ, the guy that plays TJ, put a picture of him getting beaten up. Then
he got beat up by Cyrus.
Then Laura posted a picture of her getting all scratched.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her.
Well, and then you put a picture of you in the mask up.
I was just trying to be funny.
I know, and it landed. It landed.
Did it?
But
people said, Steve, is that your outfit for COVID-19?
it's very successful. That would be very effective.
Amazingly effective.
Yeah. But so is Cyrus going around just like roughing up the neighborhood?
Oh, he's roughing up everybody, dude.
So, okay. So I read that you
Yeah.
left Sonny's kitchen with a loaded gun, cocked, ready to go. And then you let him go.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I saw. I thought I saw him in the Metro Court.
I guess the Metro Court.
So-
but couldn't
so
you
he
and
got
Carly?
So he got out of prison. See, I don't know the whole story, dude, because I don't watch the show. So he's out now, and the idea is to lay low for a little while and make him disappear, if that's the case. But
Sure.
him and Sonny have to have an agreement. They come to an agreement soon, I think. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Wow. Okay. Well, should I be nervous?
Well, at least no. Don't be nervous. It's going to be fun.
I want to
He's
help.
awesome.
I want to help
Great.
and not die.
I want you to help. I want you to help though, not fail.
Oh,
Help.
help.
Yeah, man. With everything going on out there, there's a lot of there's negativity, all this stuff. I just like focusing on the good news sometimes,
I think that's great.
right?
Like pandas mating.
Like pandas. Yeah. Pandas mating is great news. That is good news today.
Oh, it's fantastic news.
So this guy, he was saving his money for something. He had $900 in savings, this guy.
Okay.
Right? So during this time, what he wanted to do to give back was he stood outside a gas station with a sign for any nurses who needed gas.
Oh, wow.
He would pay for their gas until his savings was gone,
That's amazing.
which is really nice. I thought that that was a cool way for him to give back.
Right.
And then he ran out of money. Somebody gave him another couple $100, which was very nice. But now he just has a sign that says thank you to all the nurses and stuff. So I just thought that was cool, man.
His sign's on empty now.
So these were three guys who were on drugs, and they were looking for some money.
Right.
And
To get
you'll
more.
you'll never guess what state this took place in.
I'm gonna guess Florida.
And you're correct.
Amazing. I love Florida.
No, Florida's amazing. So these guys were looking for some money. They broke into a home, and they discovered what they thought were 3 jars of cocaine. So they
Jars? Do most people in their home store it in jars?
I don't know, dude. So they took home the jars,
Yes.
and they went to snorting. They started snorting like crazy. Snorted up all the contents in the jars. Come to find out, they were ashes in urns.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
I was
What?
expecting like flour or like baking
I know. I was like
soda
powdered sugar.
or right.
So what? So this is a true story, dude. This is crazy. They snorted the remains of the victim's husband and 2 dogs.
Canine ashes. That's
not good, guys.
well.
I told you there's some dumb criminals out there.
All right. Well, we're about to finish up here. We just wanted to give you a little entertainment over your weekend. We wanted to finish with a question and a tweet here. We'll start with a question. Beverly wants to know, are there several scenes being shot at the same time in different areas of the set, or just one scene at a time? Which is a very good question. And Beverly, if we could do that, we would get through the day a lot faster, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you would. They'll definitely use different areas. If it's a big set, like the nurse's hub,
Yeah.
right? Nurse's station, they'll use different areas of the sets, which you guys have seen. They'll be by the elevator, or they'll be behind the elevators, or they'll be by the stairwell. There are candy machines sometimes in the back, or they'll be at the nurse's station, or in the room right next to it. But they can't really do multiple scenes in one set just because we don't have the equipment, really.
Sure. And in the control booth, there's one director at a time.
Yeah.
And they're doing a preliminary edit as it's being taped. They're snapping between. They snap their fingers to alert which camera should be the one taking the feed, and they go back and forth. And so we would need a separate control room or a separate hub of that to record two different things at one time, two different scenes at one time. And I'm not sure, have they ever sent somebody, when they do some of the scenes up on the hill, the outdoor stuff, they can't do a B team, right? Everybody goes.
No, everybody goes. Yeah. You know, what's interesting with our show was when I started the show, in the booth, they would have the director. He would actually tell the technical director when to cut to another camera. Yeah. And that was technically the live edit, right? They recorded, so that scene was recorded as it was cut right there, camera to camera, and then they could go to the edit and finagle it a little bit if they needed to.
Sure.
Now they just roll, because we don't have tape anymore.
It's just digital, right? They get all the feeds.
Digital. They can run all the cameras. They still do a live cut, but then they can go in and have a little more leeway of going, oh, we missed that reaction. Look at that over there. Yeah. Right? So then they can plug that in, which is cool. So, but yes, you cannot shoot multiple scenes in one set at one time.
That'd be cool.
So,
that'd be cool if you could.
That'd be great. Good question, though. Good
question. And we figured we finished with a tweet here. Some of you guys might know about our new YouTube show that we call 7 Questions.
And questions.
Well, in the very first one, we used a question that we get asked all the time. When we used to have a Q&A in our comedy show, we used to have a little bit of Q&A in the middle. We would get this all the time. And the question, it has various forms, but it's like, who's the best, like, of the female actresses that you've been paired with, who's the best kisser? Or who's your favorite female actress to work with?
And by the way, everyone gets this question.
Everyone does.
Like Laura gets, when Laura and I went on the road, she got it. Who's the better kisser?
Right.
Jax or Sonny?
Right.
You know, so everybody gets it.
Everybody gets it.
Jason, of course. Right. But everybody gets it. And nobody really answers.
Everybody dodges it because it's not so these are not fake characters. You never want to hurt one of your fellow actors' feelings, and also we don't think that way. We don't we don't think that way. When we kiss on stage, it is so technical. It is so, we're not thinking about, oh yeah, this is great. Like, we try to make it look like that, but we're not thinking that.
If it was me and Sonny, I'd be, yeah, this is great.
This is great. So we're not, our heads are not even in that sphere. So we threw that in there so that Steve could do a funny edit. And it was like the tag to the first episode.
Yeah,
like,
it was very funny.
We've answered all these questions. And then here's this last question. And then Steve did like a little siren. It was very funny. So somebody on Twitter thought that we just were too weak to answer a strong question. And wrote,
oh man, that's funny, dude.
Tagged your tweet in the thing, so gave us some promotion.
Oh, really?
So thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah, or no, but like it was a retweet with a comment. So she retweeted us, so it got us more views. Thanks. But it says, if you don't have the balls to answer all the questions, don't even bother. Thank you all for watching 7 Questions. People have been
we're just having some fun, man. I'm having so much fun with it, and we are, and the guests are, because Josh Swickard's out now. Next week is somebody else.
The week
after somebody else, and then somebody else, and somebody else.
We got like 4 or 5, 4 of them?
Yeah, like 6. That's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. So we're having fun, guys. So thank you so much for checking out 7 Questions, and of course, more awesome.
Thank you guys for listening. I hope a little levity in your weekend. We'll be back next week on That's Awesome with another fantastic guest.
Yes.
You guys are certain to love that. And we hope you guys are staying safe and having a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Have a good one, guys.